In this short video, we will discuss about the novelty search report or patentability search report, also called as prior art search report, and how to review it once you receive it. Now, you might already have considered or seen the purpose of novelty search report or patentability search report. There is a separate video for it if you want to consider it. So we will skip that part and we assume that you understand why why the novelty search is performed. Now, once you have a report in front of you, it is generally a lengthy one, like more than 12, 15, sometimes even 30, 40 pages, depending on the complexity of inventions, the number of elements that are involved in the inventions, and the kind of analysis that has been done. But honestly, it doesn't matter. The quality of good search results do matter rather than the length of the report. So we'll first understand the structure of the search report. When you receive the novelty search report or prior art search report, this is how it might be arranged based on the IP firm you are working with, or there are some variations in the template, but more or less it consumes or it contains the similar information. The first thing you will observe is the scope of the search that is being performed or the objective of the search that is being performed. And then the brief description about invention also can be the part of the search report, which actually emphasizes what information is considered while performing the search. Then the search strategies might be explained. Steps performed for doing the search also could be explained. Some of the list of databases, paid or free databases that are being used for the patent search, for non-patent literature, that might be listed in the search report as well. And nevertheless, the keyword combination, the combination of synonyms, parallel keywords, and the classes that are considered IPC classes, or even subclasses that are considered for doing the search, and sometimes even the combination of keywords, classes, and any specific terms that are used also can be mentioned while performing the novelty search. Now, this is all for the reference purpose, like what thought process has been followed to conduct the search. Then we move to the most important part of the search report, that is the prior arts found in the search. Now, there are different nomenclatures, but generally it's called X category prior arts, Y category prior arts, and A category prior arts. So X category prior art means, let's assume that our invention has elements A, B, C, and D. Then X category prior art means we have found elements A, B, C, and D in a single document, which are very closely associated to our inventions. So these might be the novelty destroyer prior arts, or the closest possible prior arts to our invention, having all the elements of our invention. Now, X category prior arts, if we found one, that's really important for us to closely monitor or review. In Y category prior arts, if our invention is A, B, C, D, we might see prior arts like having A and B element in one document, C in another document, or element A and C in another document, or A, B, C mentioned somewhere, not the D. So it's like combining the different prior arts can we come to a complete invention. So Y category prior arts might be having some part of our invention, not all the elements of our invention. And then A category is worth considering. You should review it. Seems very important or seems very relevant. And you have to perform a complete analysis, or let's say the comparative analysis with your invention versus the prior art that we have found. So it is, if it is X category prior art listed in the under X category, that means that prior art seems to be having all the elements of our invention. Now it is our job, or let's assume it is inventor's job or applicant's job, to find out the differences between the prior art and our invention. The more differences we find, the better it is for us, the better we can prove, or we can hope that we can still proceed with the patent application filing. In Y category prior arts, we should be reviewing what are the missing elements from our invention, and we can actually differentiate based on what parts of the invention are there with us, how we are different than those category prior art also. A category we might review and will still note down some of the differences. So you as an inventor or applicant should read the search report very carefully. The search report is there for our purpose, so it's our duty to properly analyze it and go in depth with each prior art and try to differentiate, try to validate itself that our invention is indeed different, better, or doing some things in a specific manner which is better than the prior arts, so that we can write those, highlighting those elements in our claims, and we would be highlighting that part as our novel and inventive part. Now, based on the search results that we have found and how closely they are associated with our invention, are they 100% overlapping with our invention, or they are just loosely relevant documents for our invention? uh, there are generally three types of search report, or what we can say novelty search analysis. First is a positive one. Positive means we haven't found any of the document which is very close to our invention. Let's say A, B, C, D in single document is not found. And even if we try to combine two or three documents to come up with ABCD, that's not that easy. None of the document refers to the other document, saying that okay, A can be combined with B and C, or AB can be combined with CD, and a complete invention can be derived. So that's again a very good sign. So there is no teaching suggestion or motivation to combine those prior arts. If the search report is positive, it's a very good sign generally to proceed for patent drafting and filing stage, because we don't have anything that is exactly same like our invention as per our search. Now, there is another form of search report which is kind of neutral, wherein we do have some prior arts that can be combined together to arrive at our solution, but then we still can proceed with the patent application, keeping in mind that okay, we might receive non-obviousness objection. However, we should be having some strategies to overcome that, or we should have the backup plan, some additional elements added to maybe keeping it in the dependent claim for that matter, and then whenever the prior art is presented, then we can adjust the claims so that the dependent claim element can be moved into independent claim, and we will have a narrower protection, but still we will be able to go through the grant stage. The patent should be granted, although we face objections. The negative search report is the one in which all the parts of our invention or all the elements of our invention are very clearly visible in the prior arts. They are most likely novelty destroyer prior arts, something called 100% overlap with our invention. And there is no hiding that this is a negative side of the search report. Now, what should happen? After the positive, it's very clear that you should go ahead and file the patent application. After neutral search report, you still can go ahead and file the patent application, keeping some defense strategies that non-obviousness objection might be there. Uh, After negative search report, so there are two ways to look at it. First is it is stopping us from filing something which is really easily uh, can be anticipated by prior arts. Even by the patent office, if they find similar prior arts, it would be very hard for us to argue. So we are actually on a positive side, we are actually saving money, not filing something which is like literally obvious or not new. That's not novel. On the second side, the second part of it is we can actually take our own time. We can think through and try to improvise the solution that we are trying to file as a patent application. We might add some additional elements. We might change the focus of the invention, or maybe do some additional tweaks, or maybe in the context of softwares, maybe I add some AI element or machine learning module to help us improve the results, or in the mechanical context, you can be adding some additional modules to help us improve the efficiency of it, make it faster, efficient, maybe saving some memory, saving some space. So in case of negative search report, it's not that we should be discouraged. Rather, it's good that we get another chance without wasting our money in the filing and prosecution process, to improvise our invention and file it, so that we don't be getting a very closely related prior arts at the examination stage. And it definitely helps in doing the informed drafting, wherein we already know some part of the inventions are in the public domain or already known, and some part are new and inventive. So we can focus our drafting or the claim writing on the new and inventive part itself. I hope you received some value out of this video, whether to look at your novelty search report and proceed for filing with confidence, or whether you need some changes to be made before you proceed to the patent drafting and filing stage. Hope you receive some value out of it. Thank you for your time. Take care.